Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Ben Holladay Bottled and Bond. This one came, we actually, I want to say a huge shout out to thank you to super fan of the channel, Steve. This came via Oklahoma because this does not ship to Massachusetts. And I want to give,
Thanks, Steve.
I want to give Ben Dawson, was it Ben? Nate Dawson, sorry. Nate Dawson actually sent us in a sample of this a long time ago, way back in the channel. So I finally got to be able to grab one of these, so I want to give it a fair shake on it. So we'll get through the particulars of it. So this happens to be a 7-year Bottled and Bond. It is, of course, 100 proof. It follows all the Bottled and Bond rules. We got this for $60. Oh, it's a screw cap. We got it for $60.99. So the company that owns it is McCormick Distilling Company, I guess, and it's distilled, aged in bottles at the Holladay Distillery in Western Missouri. So the cool thing about this, I'll pour it real quick because then you guys can actually see while I'm talking to you, because I don't know how long that's going to do to roll, is on the bottle, I got to give them a huge shout out. It confused me. This looks like it should be the other one looked like a screw cap, but they have all the information. See if future me zooms in on any of this. All on the bottle, it says everything you want to know about, where it's distilled, which thing. So this happens to be from Rickhouse C. And 44% of it was on floor number 5, 18% of it was on floor number 3, and 38% of it is on floor number 2. It didn't say on the website what the mash bill is. This one, their red wheat, it gave you the mash bill. This one, it didn't happen to do it. So I'm not sure what that is. But they have everything. It'll tell you the date it was dumped, the date it was put in, all this stuff. This happens to be the fall of 2016, and it was bottled November 16 of 2003. So 100%. Kudos to them for the full disclosure thing on the actual bottle itself. Not everybody does that.
Nope.
In fact, most of them don't. I mean, they went overboard with everything. It's actually kind of neat, though.
It is informative.
So you can actually pick and choose. Like if you end up getting a bottle that you know that the stuff off of floor 5 usually should be better because it's usually higher up, so you're going to get a more disparity in heat. Then you can kind of pick and choose on your like what.
If you see them.
If you see them. If they don't come out here, you get what you get. You don't get upset.
You're just happy.
Likes to say, right?
Oh, I got one.
So we did put Nate samples that we put them in a couple blinds, and I don't remember it overwhelming us, and I don't remember it placing overly good when we did it. But it's tough to do it when you just working off a sample.
The nose is not cranking right now.
Oh, see, and I'm getting a nice little caramel out of the nose right now, but it's not a Weller nose where it's jumping out. No, I'll give you that. But you can at least, it's not smelling like generic bourbon type of a deal. You know what I mean?
But you had to work a little bit. But the flavor is better than the nose, right? Initial flavor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a nice sweetness to that too.
In the beginning.
Yep. As soon as it hit my tongue, there was a nice sugary sweetness to that.
And then it was almost like a light oak finish, but it doesn't really stick around long.
Oh, see, this is where we're going to differ because it's still on my tongue, and I only took a little sip. I wasn't sure where it was going to bring me at the 100 proof. It did have a nice little pop rocky feel to that, though. Like on the tip of my tongue, I got that a little bit. That's weird when it does that. It did that to me too, but it also because I had let it slide on the back of my tongue.
It's not hanging here, is what I meant, I guess, when I said it's not really like holding on.
The flavor is not proof wise.
Yeah, proof wise.
It drank soft as silk.
Yeah, yes.
It really did. I'll agree with that. But flavor wise, it's still in my mouth. Like I still, you know what I mean? Like I'm not compelled to be like, yep, it's gone. Time to hit, like it's still mixing with my saliva in my mouth.
That's attractive.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of those.
I paint a beautiful picture. I really do.
Yeah, I can imagine what your paintings were. Yeah.
No,
it's got a good oak finish.
It does have, actually. Because you said it didn't have it.
It's got a light oak finish, but now I took a bigger sip this time. And I held it longer.
Yep.
So it almost has it's semi on your tongue. It almost has like a baby Orgeat effect, where it kind of numbs your tongue a little bit.
Well, that was where I said I got like the pop rocky feeling on the first sip when I only took a little one. Where not it you say baby Orgeat, but it had a like a little bit of
a tasted
a
a
little bit
more
of
than you.
a little bit of a spice to it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you, the viscosity is good though. It's not drinking hot. Proof wise, it's all
definitely not
flavor.
here. Yeah,
no,
yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying,
definitely not
it's
here.
all,
It is an easy drinker.
It's all flavor in your mouth, though. It like see to me, I'm getting a decent, like it's staying in there. The flavor
I get
stays in
that.
my mouth.
I have the Orgeat numbness type, like, which is weird because that usually doesn't stick around this long.
The nose is waking up, though.
It
Again, we did the fresh crack.
It
so.
did start.
I'm gonna roll it around a little bit this time. I know. So when there's definitely a nice oaky presence on the end of that.
No,
you know that you're not
especially when you
drinking
hold it.
Yep.
You know, in the beginning, I did a baby sip thinking I was doing a sample, and I looking at a bottle, so that was a dumb idea. But
and there was no breaking in that at all.
No, but it's not
it's not drinking.
it's not overly oaked.
No, and what I meant by breaking, like there's a couple of them that I've gone back to recently. And you'll hear about it in the regrets, but that where you start drinking them and you get that grassy taste, or you're not getting any of that. It's just solid flavor throughout. If there's any drawback, I wish I got a fruit of some sort in there. But there's that nice sugary presence that actually that's what's helping with the
and that might refine the because it does drinks.
Just because I said fruit in my head,
I couldn't. I've been trying.
Oh, I could get a fruit out of this, but I don't know if I just subliminally put it in my head.
What are you getting, a pear?
Nobody gets a pear. That's not even a fruit. It's not even something that has a flavor.
It is a fruit. I just had one the other day.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna pick any fruit, that's like bottom rung fruit. I do like pears. You used to have a beautiful pear, but they got to be perfect.
You know what?
And you very rarely get a good pear.
I agree that and
that tree
one behind Graham's way back in the day.
Yeah.
Remember we used to walk back there? That was an awesome tree.
Well, the one you had behind your house,
no,
that was a good one too. And you could barely grab them because they were just so mushy and they drip all over you. Those were good. Those were good. I'll give you that. But I am getting a pear. I don't know if nobody in the world would ever say that.
I was trying to think.
It is such a muted fruit. I'm surprised that that's a screw top. That doesn't look like a screw top. That actually puzzled me.
But it works mint. Mm-hmm. You know what fruit is like that has no smell? Pomegranate.
Pomegranate, it should be thrown in the trash. You shouldn't even eat that. That is just that to me is and I'm going to stand by that. Even if someone wants to dispute it,
I don't mind.
It is so disgusting.
Don't eat
the seeds.
No, don't eat the seed. Just suck the gel off.
Throw that thing in the trash.
It is a lot of work.
Anything that's that much work and tastes like shit should be thrown away.
I don't mind the gel like on the outside, but chewing the seeds, it's almost like eating a peanut with the peanut shell.
I like that.
Yeah.
But I do that. But I do not like
a pomegranate.
I do not like pomegranates at all. At all.
It's now starting.
This keeps getting better and better, and I am
getting the nose just jumped out.
I'm telling you, I am getting that Orgeat feel. Like it stays, and that's why I was saying it had a good finish. Because the more I swish it around on my tongue, the more it's coating.
It stays like
sitting.
A numbness, which is
weird.
It
is. It actually is. I agree.
But it
with
doesn't
that
drink hot.
No,
because you could take a pretty good sip and it doesn't stay in your throat.
But it's lasting like a higher proof
because it's like a you get that numb feeling.
Yeah,
which is weird. We hadn't had many of these that had that. Well, for me, I had that little numbing Orgeat effect.
So now repouring like this and having it sit in a glass for a little while, so you really get that oaky present even off the nose, like right now.
But
you can tell
caramel.
that it's having 100%.
Oh yeah.
But it's not. And again, there's no tannicness to it. Nope. It's no bad. It's all sweet because there is a sweetness to this too.
You could almost even
it's sweet, delicious
maple syrup, caramel.
You could actually. Yep.
I'm trying to throw your apple in there, but I'm not getting it. I'm not getting an apple out of this. I'm not disappointed. So
I'm almost on like the orange zest or the lemon zest, like just when you're getting like that end of it.
Pretty strong smelling, though. I don't know.
I know, but it's like a little, it's just a hint of a.
So before we forget, since
yeah, we're gonna apologize for that.
we did not.
Hit me wrong.
I hate when that happens.
I was trying to swish it, and it went boop, right off my dangly back there. Yeah, so the last two videos, I apologize. I did write in what we did. We did negotiate it afterwards because we were talking after both videos, and we're like, oh, what a dope. We forgot to do grades. So we're trying with the grades.
So write it next time. Grade.
What do you think? What would you go? Because now, so let's do 7 years, $60.99. It is only 100 proof. But that fits the criteria.
No, that none of that really bothered me. Any of that?
No, right? And I love the full disclosure of the bottle.
Or it's a super easy drinker. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'd pick 100 proof if I was drinking this in a blind, but I'd almost lean towards like a B.
This has a lot of flavors. We keep, I was scolding myself last night when we went with some of the things. Because I think and you have to bear with us. Our grading is going to eventually start sloping because we got to start. We just kind of started it, so it's hard to judge everything off of other stuff. You know what I mean? Like on where you would go.
And we're probably going to readjust that in a blind,
according blinds too.
So that
I was there. I was B plus. Honestly, I was in that range, but like I know like some of the ones we might have said might be a little bit better, but again, it all depends on the thing, but. In this equation, this is a solid B. We'll put it that way.
That's where I'm at. And then I was kind of with you, B plus, B.
Yep.
It's just an easy drink. I don't think I'm going to pick this out in the proof.
And for those that are going to dispute the grades, I mean, again, it's all speculation, and we're throwing it out there anyways. But I'm really trying to be serious about it. But in the back of my head, when I look at something like whether you like it or not, like Jack Daniel's Bonded, where I get the fruit and the nuts and stuff like that. That's got to be rated higher than this, only because you get a better ride.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? But even though this might even beat it in a blind, and that's actually one of the good ones I'd like to throw it up against, just because that whole ride brings an experience
I think that
to me.
nose is a little more intense.
But those are the reasons why we're trying to keep it like I don't want to seem generic where we keep the same grades.
I mean. Again, even if we did numbers, it's not really. So you got to
it's not going to matter.
So you got to be in the, what are you going to do? 85 to 87 type deal? Or,
I was still in that range, and we're still trying to it's because honestly, so far since we've been grading, nothing's wowed us. Where this is a straight AA plus type of thing. Nothing's brought us in at it even close.
We might have had an A minus, right?
We had a couple A minuses that were
There's
really
been nothing
good.
Even a solid A.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
we'll see in a blind,
and that's why we'll see, and we. Some of the future Sunday Fundays are going to be that. But no, we'll keep it at a solid B. And eventually, some of the Sunday Fundays are going to be, okay, we got 4 Bs, regardless of the price, regardless of the proof. We're going to put them all together and see who comes out on top. You know what I mean? So that's going to be a future fun thing for you guys to anticipate. So, and again, leave a comment down below what you think of our grading system, whether you think we're off or whether we're on it. You know what I mean? Because, again, this was good, but in the back of my head, where I wanted, this is really tasting good, I kind of went B instead of B plus because it was in 2 blinds and it didn't hold up. So we're going to have to see.
So I wasn't even in that category. I didn't go into that. I'm on this today per se, and that's how I'm kind of.
But I was thinking, again, there's a lot of things that roll around in this B brain of mine, but I was honestly thinking of I know for a fact I do like the Jack Daniel's Bonded, where it gives you a little bit more of a ride than this is giving me because I'm not getting the fruit. I can almost mistake a nut now, though. I can almost mistake a nut, like a sweet pecan. Like if you go on a sweet pecan, like a caramel-coated pecan. I do too, and that's what I'm smelling. I'm getting like a sweet
pecans over walnuts all day long for me. Mm-hmm. My wife's the opposite. She likes walnuts because they're better for you. I'm like, they don't taste as good.
No, they're dry and they're bitter. Where the pecans always, it just brings happiness to your mouth. So, well, there you go. We'll keep this one short and sweet. This is the Ben Holladay 7-year Missouri Straight Bourbon Whiskey Bottled in Bond. Thank you again, Steve, for grabbing this for us. You will see a few of these because I grabbed as many as I could because they do not ship to Massachusetts.
When I see Missouri, too, I was almost thinking this was going to be Breadland. because I don't remember that little sample. So
No, yeah. So,
I'm quite
thank you,
I'm
Nate,
quite
for
excited.
sending
Yes,
that
thank
in
you.
many moons ago. He kind of started the tradition on that, but, because he just randomly's like, "Do you ever try it? I'll send you one." I'm like, "Thank you very much." And we threw it in blinds. It didn't overwhelm, but this will definitely be going in blinds again because this has good years and it has, we see how it fares out. So. Any suggestions for future blinds, leave a comment down below because I always love hearing from you guys. And again, I think this is pretty much dispersed everywhere but Massachusetts. So you can leave a comment down below if you can get that here. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers. This does just keep getting better.